Today in this video, I am going to discuss about pressure. I am going to give a brief introduction regarding the topic pressure. Before going to discuss about pressure, let me discuss about force so that only we can understand the concept of pressure. What do you mean by force? Yes, what do you mean by force? A push or pull is known as force. So we are going to discuss about pressure, but before discussion goes to pressure, we have to deal about force. So what do we mean by force? Force is the push or pull of an object. Either we can push or pull the object. So while you are applying some force on the object, what will happen to the object? If you are applying force on an object, some effect is happening on the object. Some effect is produced on the object. So effect is getting produced. Effect is produced. Okay? So how come we know that how much effect is produced on that object? Now we know that while you are applying some force, either it may be a contact force or non-contact force, some effect is getting produced on the object. But how come we know how much effect is produced on that object? So, how much effect is getting produced on knowing that? We have to understand the effects of force that is produced on an object. This how much effect is produced on an object depends on two factors. And what are those two factors? Those two factors are, it depends upon the area over which the force acts. Area. It depends upon the area over the force acts. Whether in a smaller area or on a larger area. And this is the first one. And it depends upon the two things. And the second thing is the magnitude of the force. Magnitude of the force. Magnitude means how much amount of force is acting upon an object. Okay, larger the force, larger the magnitude, larger the force. Smaller the magnitude, smaller the force. Here, if the area over the area of contact is smaller, let me discuss it with an example about this. So, think of you are cutting an apple using a sharpened edge of a knife. So, that time the area of contact is smaller if you are cutting with the help of a sharpened edge in a knife. Area of contact is smaller. So, that time whether you can cut the apple easily or not. Yes, we can cut the apple easily. So, the area over which the force acts is smaller, the force will act in a larger amount. If the area of contact is acting on a contact is larger, so that time the effect is smaller. If you are cutting an apple with a blunt edge of a knife, that time you will feel hard to cut the apple. This is the example where the area larger the area of contact, smaller the force. Smaller the area of contact, larger the force. So these are the two things that making a decision upon the force. How much force should act on an object for completing some particular work. So here we told that effect is produced. Effect is produced. And what do you mean by that effect? That effect is depends directly on the pressure. How much effect is getting produced? How much pressure we are producing on the object? So here comes the term pressure. This effect is directly proportional to pressure. So let me discuss about pressure in our upcoming videos. Hope you understand. Thank you.